I'm a student at Dundee University, and I'm doing an MSc in data science on it. Data science, big complex subject, lots of things you have to know about. Huge range of subjects. These are just a few of them, the things that they're trying to teach us. One of the things we have to learn about is Hadoop on it. Lots of people here know about Hadoop. Hadoop's quite an interesting thing. It's quite new. It's not been around that long, and it's a bit of a challenge when you come to install it because there's not that much documentation around. So you have to look at the documentation, you have to look at the books, you have to read a couple of dozen blogs, and then you can get on to learning how to install it. One of the things you can do if you've got that kind of problem is you can spend money. You can go on a nice training course, a couple of £1,000, and they'll teach you how to do all this. Problem is, I'm a student. I don't have a couple of £1,000. Well, if I did, I probably wouldn't spend it on a train. Well, no, I would spend it on a training course because I'm a good student. But I like to do things hands-on. I really like to get my hands dirty and find out how to do things myself. I think that's the best way to learn. You get your hands stuck in, you learn how to do things. How do you do that? You install Hadoop. Hadoop's a cluster, you need quite a few machines. You can look at using old computers to do this. They're great. They put out lots of heat, they clutter up your desk, they make a huge amount of noise when they start, and they really annoy your better half. Or you can use VMware or Amazon, so you can do it all virtualized. That's great, except it can get a bit expensive if it's Amazon, and it kind of divorces you from the hardware. So maybe you want to think about something else. About 18 months ago, a non-profit organisation in Cambridge launched a small computer on it. They did this, it was great. They caused a massive denial of service attack against two of the biggest electronic computers industries in the world by bringing their websites down, by letting them sell the Raspberry Pi. What is a Raspberry Pi? It's a small credit card sized computer. I've actually got one in my pocket. There you go, small credit card sized computer. And it runs ARM processor. So, you've decided to install Hadoop on a resource-limited ARM processor. This is going to be good. This is going to be a learning curve. It's one of those graphs that executives love. It's going up. Just to be really good, you decide to install Hadoop 2.2, and the graph gets even better. It starts to curve up even more. And then you start to think, I'm going to have to do a Douglas Adams type quote at this point. It's like scaling the north face of the Megaperna with a perfectly good finger, but everything else sprained, broken, or bitten off by a pack of mad yaks, because you have decided to throw yourself in at the deep end. Sorry, I had to get in a quote by Douglas Adams. So what are the kind of limitations you're going to hit? Java. Current version of Java in the latest Raspberry Pi release is 1.7. on it. You can run it as client, but you have to take out the server bits in it. Big learning experience as to how it works. Memory, this thing only has 512 meg of RAM, so you've got to slice Hadoop down so it only uses about 200 to 300 meg on it. 272 works well, by the way. Performance, this thing does not run fast on it. It's a small processor and it's small memory, and small details like the USB and the network use the same bits of hardware, so it kind of gets a bit interesting. All of this is great for learning on it. Good news is, it works. That is a raspberry-flavoured Hadoop cluster on it. 5 notes, yes. Thank you. And it's a huge amount of fun building these things on it. My next one, by the way, is I want to build one with 2 data centres. You shouldn't use this thing in production. A lot of people want to because they think it's going to be cheap. It runs like a comatose snail on it. But it's absolutely brilliant for learning on it. So education, it's what the Pi was originally developed for, and it is great for doing that. I've learned so much about Hadoop from doing this on it. The other thing is, it's a huge amount of fun on it. You find out great things about it. The other thing is, do not underestimate the kudos of saying to people, well, Google may have managed to put a data center into a container, but I've got one in my carrier bag here. I have tried to blog this because one of my colleagues said I should. It's sort of started, but it will be ongoing on it. But you too can have a go with a Raspberry Pi and get Hadoop 2.2 cluster in your room. Yes, thank you.